They say mirrors don't lie. But they don't tell the full truth either. Sometimes, they reflect something that isn't supposed to be seen. Something that wants out. I never believed in any of that. Until it happened to me. It started with a noise. A soft creak. Middle of the night. Coming from the bathroom. I live alone. No pets. No creaky pipes. But there it was, every night for a week. Same time. Same sound. Always from behind the bathroom mirror. The first few nights, I ignored it. Told myself it was nothing. Maybe the building settling. But on the fourth night, I listened. Really listened. And I realized it wasn't just a sound. It was breathing. Faint. Slow. Like someone was standing on the other side of the wall. Waiting. I pulled the mirror off the wall the next morning. Just to be sure. Behind it, nothing. Just tile and concrete. But when I looked into the mirror again, my reflection didn't feel like mine. The face moved like it should. Expressions matched. But something in the eyes. They looked too aware. Like it was watching me, not reflecting me. That's when the fog messages started. One morning after a shower, I stepped out. And there it was, written in the condensation. Let me out. 3 simple words. But they turned my blood cold. I stood there frozen. Then wiped it clean. But the words reappeared the next day. And the next. Always the same message. I stopped using that bathroom. Started showering at the gym. It felt stupid, but something told me not to look into that mirror again. Then one night I came home late. Lights were off. But the bathroom door was open, and the mirror light was on. I swear I turned it off that morning. And on the mirror, in clear bold writing. I'm coming through. I slammed the door shut. Didn't sleep. The next day, the writing was gone. But something else had changed. People started acting strange around me. My coworker asked why I ignored her text the night before. I hadn't received one. She showed me the conversation. Someone had replied from my phone. Using my style. My phrases. But I hadn't touched it. Then the security guard at my building thanked me for the chat we had in the lobby. I never went through the lobby. He described me perfectly. Even mentioned my jacket. But I hadn't worn that jacket in a week. I checked the security footage. Sure enough, there I was. Talking to the guard. Only it wasn't me. Not really. The walk was off. Too smooth. The smile, too white. And the eyes. The same eyes I saw in the mirror. That's when I knew. Something had come through. Something that looked like me. That acted like me. But wasn't me. It had taken my face. My voice. And it was slipping into my life, undetected. The only person who noticed was my little niece. She visited with my sister one afternoon. When she saw me, she froze. Didn't speak. Later that evening, she whispered to her mom. That man looked like Uncle Ben. But his smile was wrong. Kids always see what adults miss. I started losing everything. My girlfriend stopped answering my calls. Said I was different. Said I'd changed. Said I'd shown up at her place, said awful things, then left. I never went. But the damage was done. People began pulling away. Avoiding me. Locking me out of my own life. And all the while, the reflection kept smiling. I stopped looking in mirrors altogether. Started covering them with sheets. But it didn't help. One morning, I woke up and every mirror was uncovered. Every single one. And written on each in that same foggy script. It's better this way. Then came the worst part. I saw him. In person. Myself. But not. He was walking down my street. Talking to my neighbor. Laughing. He wore my clothes. He had my voice. But I knew it wasn't me. I followed him. He went into my apartment. Used my key. Sat on my couch. I was locked out. I banged on the door. Screamed. And through the window, he looked up and smiled. But not like me. Not like any human should smile. His mouth stretched just a little too far. Eyes a little too wide. I backed away. I left. I've been sleeping in motels. Rotating cities. Using fake names. But no matter where I go, I see him. He's living my life. He posts photos. Replies to texts. Shows up to work. No one questions it anymore. He's doing everything I used to do. Only better. He's perfect. And I'm vanishing. Bit by bit. People don't recognize me on the street anymore. Old friends walk past like I'm invisible. Even my reflection is fading. Now, when I look into the mirror, sometimes I see nothing. Just an empty room behind me. Or worse, I see him. Smiling. Waving. Mouthing words I can't hear. The last time he mouthed this. You're not real anymore. I don't know what I am now. A ghost? A shadow? I keep telling myself I exist. That I'm the real one. But if no one remembers me, if no one sees me, then maybe I've already lost. So if you're listening, this story found you. Check your mirrors. Watch your reflection. Does it feel like you? Do your eyes look off? Has anyone said you've acted strange lately? Forgotten things you don't remember doing? Because once he steps through, you won't get a second chance. And if you ever see your reflection smile, before you do, it's already too late. He smiled at me, and I disappeared.